Hey there. Today, I want to talk about something that's been weighing heavy on my heart and probably many of yours too: gun violence. It seems like every other day there's another story on the news about a shooting. Most recently, a Halloween night in Orlando turned into a nightmare, with a teenage gunman opening fire on two separate crowds. 2 lives lost, 6 people injured, and countless others left to pick up the pieces. Let's take a moment to think about that. Halloween is supposed to be a night of fun, where kids dress up and collect candy, families come together, and communities celebrate. Instead, for those in downtown Orlando, it became a scene of chaos and heartbreak. And sadly, it's not an isolated incident. When we look at the bigger picture, we see a troubling pattern. According to the latest reports, the number of mass shootings in the United States has been on the rise. Each event brings its own stories of pain and loss, and each one leaves a community grappling with the aftermath. But what's really going on? Why is this happening? First, let's touch on the history. The U.S. has a long-standing issue with gun violence. From the Pulse nightclub shooting in 2016, also in Orlando, to the tragic events in Sandy Hook and Parkland, these incidents have become all too familiar. And yet, despite the outcry and the heartache, meaningful change seems elusive. Now, in the wake of the latest tragedy, authorities are searching for answers. They're looking into the shooter's background, searching for any warning signs, and trying to understand how he got access to firearms. These investigations are crucial, but they also open up a larger conversation about gun control. It's a debate that often divides us. On one side, we have advocates calling for stricter gun laws, hoping to prevent these senseless acts of violence. On the other, there are those who emphasize mental health resources and responsible gun ownership. Both sides present valid points, but the conversation often becomes so politically charged that finding common ground feels impossible. Meanwhile, communities are left in a state of fear and uncertainty. People are asking themselves, when and where will the next shooting occur? It's a question that no one should ever have to ask. Yet here we are. The human cost of gun violence is staggering. Behind every statistic, there's a story. Lives cut short, families torn apart, communities forever scarred. The impact is deep and far-reaching. So, what can we do? First, we need to remember the victims. Their stories deserve to be told, and their memories honored. Through empathy and understanding, we can begin to heal. And while the road ahead is long and difficult, it's one we must walk together. Addressing the root causes of gun violence, promoting responsible gun ownership, and fostering a culture of peace are all steps towards a safer society. It's not going to be easy, and it won't happen overnight, but we owe it to ourselves and to future generations to try. Thanks for listening. Stay safe and take care of